Give me one sec, guys. Hey guys, big up everyone that has popped in. Big up everyone that's watching this tonight. I thought I could come on here for a little bit tonight. This would be a shorter live stream, but I wanted to talk about Chloe Kelly because we have seen some news today, which is very, very exciting. Also, do want to extend her loan and see her on a permanent deal, which is honestly so amazing. I'm so happy about this. So yeah, today I'm going to be discussing this for a little bit because I'm obviously really happy. I love Chloe Kelly at Arsenal when she's had such an amazing season, and I think this would be, really positive news for the club, for Arsenal's future going into next season. Big up Ashik, I hope you're good. Good to see you in the chat as always. I hope you've had a great day. But yeah, as I said, I'm over the moon with this news. I think it's what all Arsenal fans wanted to hear. Obviously, at the moment, it's just Arsenal are being in talks with her. So I don't see why she wouldn't want to, I don't see why she'd want to leave because her contract does end at Man City in June. So this would be a free transfer. This would be absolutely amazing news for Arsenal to get her. It would be a dream. So yeah, today I'm going to be discussing that. And if you guys have any questions you want to drop in, please do let me know. But yeah, so I'm very excited to chat about this today, and as I said, I do appreciate you guys joining in today to watch my video. I'm going to read out some information that I've been reading today. I've been, looking at. As I mentioned, Arsenal have been interested, and you're having discussions, and they're underway. So this would obviously be really amazing if this actually did happen, and we did see this happen. And I hope if it does happen, she gets a good announcement because she's such a great player for Arsenal. She has scored 2 goals in 13 appearances here at Arsenal. On the second loan, I know that she played Arsenal growing up. She started at Arsenal, so yeah, I feel like this. I feel like Arsenal's a home to her. I feel like she's very happy at Arsenal, and I feel like this would be a perfect move for her. I think she seems really happy. When she speaks about Arsenal, she has so much good things to say about the club, and I think that's the type of player that you want at Arsenal. She speaks, volumes about Arsenal as a club, and I think the connection that she's built with Rennie as well. I feel like it would be crazy if she didn't stay at Arsenal. So as I said, discussions ongoing. Nothing has really happened just yet, but Arsenal are definitely interested in having her here at Arsenal permanently, which is honestly like the best news to hear for me because I think Chloe Kelly is this season she has been incredible. In the Champions League game, she has been so phenomenal, and I love Chloe. I think to see how Man City treated her is just so sad, and I just think that we have really shown as a club how you treat players, and we've done exactly that. So I really do hope that this is the start of a really bright future. For Chloe Kelly, and I'm really excited to see where her journey goes at Arsenal. And she's built some amazing friendships. I mean, never really expected her and Katie McCabe to be besties, but I think, like I said, she's built some amazing friendships, which have been lovely to see. And yeah, I think Chloe Kelly is really settled at Arsenal. I think these big games in the Champions League, she always rises to these occasions in these big moments. So yeah, obviously we don't know how Chloe Kelly feels. I mean, it's so difficult to know. I have this feeling that she would like to stay at Arsenal. I don't see why she would want to leave because obviously Arsenal gave that opportunity, Renee's gave that chance, and she's obviously done really well since she's come back. And I don't ever see her going back to Man City. And she's at Arsenal when we're playing at a really high level, so I don't see why she would want to move or go somewhere else. And I think it's really lovely to see how she speaks about Rennie. She has a lot of respect for her, and yeah, I feel like it's just really refreshing to hear how happy she is to be at Arsenal and that she's got a smile back. And obviously, the Women's Euros is coming up, so I think this is a great opportunity to see her, just get her smile back and get playing in the Euros and show what a great player she is for Arsenal because she is an amazing player. And at the Euros last time, she was honestly so amazing. So it's been really nice to see her get her smile back, get her mojo back because we know what a great player Chloe Kelly is, and I'm just excited to see her future ahead. Big up Josh. So much gossip on in the men's team. Don't even know if the WSL window is open. It isn't open yet. I'm pretty sure it opens on the 18th of June. So it is a little while away, and I've heard bits and bobs here and there, but obviously nothing's really happened just yet because it isn't open yet. But I'm pretty sure we will hear rumours pretty soon. I do think that if I think the Chloe Kelly deal will probably be the first deal that we do. I think that's probably the most important one to do, to be honest with you, because making sure she stays at Arsenal is, the key to what we're doing as a club. And yeah, obviously right now it's all about the men because the window hasn't opened just yet. But I'm pretty sure when it does open, a lot will happen, and I'll be doing more videos on that. But yeah, like I said, obviously with Chloe Kelly, this is the news that we all want to hear as Arsenal fans, and I think this is really exciting to hear. And I think that things are going to only get better with Arsenal this summer. And I think that, like I said, when she stays, I think we can really build around her and some of these amazing players. And yeah, I think Chloe Kelly is just a superstar, and I'm really happy that the club are actually taking this seriously and doing good business. I wanted just to read a bit about what she sort of said at her time. Also, Chloe Kelly, she obviously said, "Granny Seckers, as soon as she got the phone to me, gave me the opportunity to represent the badge. I wanted to repay her for being in such a dark place, and I was crazy." And I completely agree with Chloe because I think, I never really would have expected her to win a Champions League of Arsenal. I never expected in the season that we would go on and win it. Like, it has actually been a crazy season if you think about it. Like I said, never in a million years I think we were going to have the season we had. It was such a surreal season. I'm so proud of everyone for how they performed and how well we've done. So yeah, I think for me this season has been so surreal, and I'm so proud of all the team for working so hard. And Renee, like I said, Renee's done such an amazing job. And like I said, I can't wait to see what she does in the summer. I can't wait to see her bring in her own players. I think it's only going to be very exciting for the club. And I think we're going to have to just see who we bring in. As I said, the window isn't open yet. We do have to wait a little while. The 18th of June, so it is a little while away, but definitely have to see what happens because I'm personally really excited to see the players that we bring in. But this one is, I hope it's the first of many. But right now, Arsenal are just interested. I don't know if Chloe's interested. I'm sure she's interested in staying. I'm sure Chloe would want to stay. I don't see why she wouldn't want to stay at Arsenal. She seems very happy here, and we all love Chloe at Arsenal. I've loved watching Chloe at Everton and Man City. I think she's been an amazing player, and yeah, I really value her. I think she's an amazing player to have. And as Chloe said, she was going to take a break away from football in January, and to look at how things have turned around now is absolutely crazy. Because I think she wanted a move so she could play in the Euros, which is absolutely fair enough. Because I think she is good enough to play in the Euros, and to see how this has changed is honestly, so amazing. I'm really happy for Chloe that, she did say she would give everything for the club, and she has, and she's done exactly that. And I'm really impressed with how well she's done. She's done such an amazing job for us since she's came back. I mean, this January alone, I was obviously never expecting her to come. It looked like she was going to go to United, but things had completely turned around in our favour. And yeah, she has been such a key player for us in that Champions League game, especially against Madrid, against, all these big teams we've had to play. I mean, Barcelona, that was a really tough game, but she really stepped up in that moment, and I'm really proud of her. The progress she's made is honestly phenomenal, and I'm just excited to see her journey here at Arsenal. And yeah, I just really hope that she stays. And I feel like even if she wasn't to stay, I think she still has that love for Arsenal, and I think that won't ever go away. And I'm really happy to see that Arsenal are actually taking things seriously and doing such a good job, so early on. This is what we've got to do. We've got to really get the job done early on, and I'm very happy that the club are actually doing this so soon. Be up now. Hope you're good. Good to see you in here. Hope you're having a great day. AWFC fan says, is she staying? I mean, obviously, it looks like the club are interested in, wanting her to stay and being part of the future long term. But obviously, right now, nothing's really been confirmed from her. We don't really know a lot about it. So we're going to have to just wait and see if that's what she wants to do. I'm under the impression that Chloe does want to stay at Arsenal. I mean, I feel like she can't, when you're in the season, she can't say at that time if she wants to stay, because out of respect for Man City, I think she's just got to be, polite about it. But I think she would want to stay at Arsenal. I think, as I said, she's built some amazing friendships. I remember when we won the Champions League, she put something on the social media about Renee being a proper manager, and I think she just seems very happy, very in a good place with Arsenal. So I feel like it would be crazy if she did leave, but ultimately we do have to respect her decision. But I'm quite confident she's going to stay. Like, I mean, I would be upset if she did leave, because I think we have built these connections with these, like, when players come on loan, you do build these connections, and it would be a shame if she was to leave. But we'll just have to see what happens. But I think it's looking positive, looking in a good direction. We got Reggie, massive profile in the women's game, more fans watching us. Exactly, I think that. I mean, I know there'll be Man City fans for the women's team out here that think, you know what, I don't love Arsenal, but I love Chloe Kelly. I'm going to watch Chloe Kelly at Arsenal. I mean, there might be players that have idolised her in the Euros and want to watch her at Arsenal. So I think it definitely helps having more support as well for her, because I remember when she came on for her debut, I think, the support, the cheers that she got was so deserved, but it was so lovely to see that this is where the women's game is now, and this is the support that she's getting. And I was just so happy that she got that sort of support. I personally think she deserves it. I think she's an amazing player, and I think, she's such a leader, a legend, and what she's done for the women's game is so phenomenal. And I think she definitely deserves all of this love, all of this appreciation. And like Reggie said, that she's a Euros winner, so she knows how to turn up in these big moments, and I think that's exactly why, Arsenal want her. And I think that she's really proven that in the big moments she can turn up and she can be at her best, and that's what I want to see of these players. I want her to be there in these big moments. And yeah, I love Chloe Kelly. I think she's done such a great job. Do you think Serena Wiegman prefers Beth Mead to Chloe Kelly? I think. I think with Chloe Kelly, it's an interesting one for England, because I think that Beth Mead had an amazing Euro. She had a really good summer. I think that was the best Beth Mead I've ever seen. I know she scored in that Champions League final, which I'm obviously over the moon about. So I think we have seen good moments of Beth Mead's England shirt. I think Beth Mead probably would start over her. I just think that's how Serena would want it. I think Chloe Kelly, we know she can come off the bench and make that impact. So I think we're quite fortunate to have these sort of subs. But I don't think she prefers Beth Mead. I think Beth Mead would probably start under Serena for England. I think Chloe Kelly is someone that could come on and, you know, change the game, score a last minute winner. But I think they're both very important for England, and I think it's really nice that, Chloe Kelly has got her smile back, her happiness back, because when she was at Man City, those sort of before January time, we were seeing Chloe Kelly come off the bench, and you look at Chloe Kelly now, that she has no right being on that bench. She should be starting, in my opinion. And I think that was just a crazy decision to not start her, or to give her at least, some minutes. So I do think that Gareth has made. I know he's left Man City now, but I just think he made a bad decision for her career, doing that and not playing her. So yeah, I think for me it's amazing to see her get her happiness back, get her joy back, because we can all see she's really enjoying the football now, and I think she fits well at Arsenal. I think it would be a crazy decision if she did leave, but ultimately, as I said, we'd have to understand that. But I don't know where she would really go. I don't know where her move would be. As I said, she seems very happy, settled in London, so I don't see why we would want to change anything. I think we should definitely just keep it as it is. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the future holds for her. I think it's going to be exciting. Obviously, the Euros coming up, so yeah, I'm excited to see how she does in the Euros. Um, Big up 170. Gonna big up Sophie. What do you think will happen? I don't think she's gonna come to the Euros. With Michelle, I love her. I can't pronounce the last name. I don't want to get it wrong either. Um, yeah, I like her a lot, but I don't think she'll be coming to the Euros. I think Serena likes her. I think Serena values her. But I think, yeah, I think regarding the Euros, I will speak about her at Arsenal. But I think regarding the Euros, I think that it's probably going to be Russo, Beaver Jones that will go. But I think she's a very bright talent. Regarding Arsenal, I would obviously bring her back from Arsenal. I think the only issue that we have right now is that Russo will start at Arsenal, and it's going to be hard for her to get a place minutes at Arsenal. And I don't want her to be, deprived of any minutes because she's good enough to be playing. She doesn't deserve to be on the bench. So I think it's a difficult decision for Rene to make as well regarding Arsenal. I think she's just amazing. I mean, she's done so well when she was at Brighton as well on loan, and yeah, I definitely think she's an amazing player. I wouldn't want to get money for her. I'd want her to stay at Arsenal. So I don't know what Arsenal are planning on doing. Um, but I do think it would be a terrible mistake if we let her go because I think she's just absolutely amazing. I think that she's really proven herself. And as I said, she's been on loan, so I don't know what is going to happen. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if we did get money for her though, because we have other players in the team. I mean, we know as fans, our attacking front three this season has been, Chloe Kelly, Ford, Russo. The majority of the time, that's been our attacking lineup. So I think for me, I do worry that, how will she get in? I mean, we've got Beth Mead on the bench as well. We've got Stina. There's so many players. I mean, Cavati is another one that's going to be interesting about her future. So I just don't know how she's going to get time, how she's going to get minutes. And that's the big worry, isn't it? Because, like I said, she's so good and I rate her a lot. Would you sell Black Christinians to make place for her? A good question. I wouldn't sell Black Christinians right now because I think that Black Stenius is at that player that just turns up in these big games, and I think we don't really have a player like that. We have players in the team that can really help us in these big moments. Beth Mead, that pass was amazing. Um, but I get it's really tough because I want her to get game time that she deserves. I don't think it's fair to just, like I said, she doesn't deserve to be on the bench. So it's a real tough decision for me. I don't know what the club are going to do because I think she's a very good player. And yeah, I would be sad to see the Maxelius left. I think, Champions League goal, I do think it has changed my view a little bit on her because I think that she's really proven herself, and I think that against Man City and Chelsea, she's always scored in these big moments. So I think it would be a shame to see Stina go, but also I do think we need to make room for these players that are going to help us along the way. So yeah, that is that's a tough one, but a good question. Our squad depth has led us to Champions League glory. Never Sina. He has casted herself in gold. Yeah, I think we're now seeing the best of these players because I think under Jonas we were in a big mess, and I think that we had so many problems. I think, like you said, now we're really seeing that this is the Arsenal that we should be seeing. So, yeah, I don't know what I'd do. To be fair, I think it's a real tough decision to make. But I don't want us to sell her. I think she'd be a great addition to the team. And I think Steen is just on fire right now. She's enjoying the football, and we can't blame her. She's to score in the Champions League final. That is probably one of the biggest achievements ever. That is incredible, and yeah, I think she's doing so well. And I'm really proud of Stina. I'm proud of all these players for how far they've come over these years. And yeah, I wouldn't get rid of her. I definitely wouldn't. I do think we're going to have a big summer. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a few players that left that we were a bit surprised at. Maybe some shock players that left. But yeah, I do really hope that we do see Stina stay because I think she's very important for the team. Um, so yeah, I think we're going to have a really big summer. I definitely think that's going to happen. I think yeah, it's going to be big. It really is. I'm excited to see. I mean, it's Renee's only been here half a season, so it's her first big summer. And I'm excited to see what she does, who she brings in. I definitely feel we have an exciting future ahead of us. And we're going to have to see what happens. But Chloe Kelly, I probably expect this to be announced anytime soon. I mean, I'm not too sure when, but I hope we do. If she stays, I hope we do a big announcement video because she is amazing and what she's done is as well is so amazing. And yeah, I would love Chloe to stay at Arsenal for a few years. It would be amazing because she's done such a great job for Arsenal. She's really helped us in these big moments, and I'm a big admirer of her. Big up as well, everyone that is joining. I know there's about 8 of you here, so big up to all of you. Don't forget to drop in any questions. I will be staying here for 10 more minutes. And don't forget to like this video as well and do subscribe here too if you are new here. And yeah, I do hoping to see more of these type of videos regarding the women's team because, like I said, the window isn't open yet, and I'm just sort of waiting to see when it does open to see, who we do sign. I'm excited to see who we bring in. I think there's going to be quite a few changes this summer, but at the same time, we've got a good squad, so I don't think we need to change too much, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm very very optimistic and excited to see who does come into Arsenal this summer. I think it's going to be really exciting to see these sort of players who we bring in. Yeah, I think it's going to be amazing, and I'm rooting for Rennie next season. I think she's going to do a really good job. I think that she just needs time, and I think this season she's able to win us a Champions League, which is honestly crazy. So imagine when she's been given more time, what she can help us win. So yeah, I'm really hoping that in time we'll definitely see more silverware, and I want us to go for the league next season. I think that it's going to be amazing to see what we're going to bring to the team. Stina came off the bench with Engrants, missed a lot of chances during the season, but she knew that day what it was all about, do or die. Hope that moment has improved her game. Yeah, I think with Stina as well, as you've mentioned that I'll be honest myself, I've been frustrated at times with her this season for not taking her chances, but she really proved herself in this game. She really showed people that she can turn up in these big moments, and I think that is what's so special about her, that she's able to be there when it matters. I mean, like I said before, against teams like Man City, she can really turn that on. She can really get those important goals, and she really has done that. And I'm really, really proud of her. I think she's an amazing player, and yeah, I think we just need to give her. I definitely would like to see her stay next season. I think that would be a really good thing for Arsenal to do. But yeah, I like Stina. I think she's a player that can score in those big moments. To score that Champions League final was just crazy, and it was such a big achievement for me. And I'm someone who is very very proud of her. Um, Big up IDK, the striker Sesko Gokares. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Sesko. I've been hearing a lot of rumours. I'm not going to do a video yet about Sesko. I have done stuff, but nothing has really been um, announced really. It's all rumours. So I think right now it's very quiet, isn't it? Not much is really happening. Um, Big up, Josh. Every time I open YouTube, I see 100 new players rumored to the men's team. Would be good if you would do updates. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do updates to the women's team for sure. I have done a lot of content over the years, both from the men and women, so I'm going to continue to do that this summer. As I said, I'm going to do content on the women's Euros, but I'm also going to be doing stuff as well. When the women's transfer window opens, that'll be a great opportunity to do more videos. But for the women's team right now, all it is that's happened is sort of Chloe Kelly is set to, hopefully sell a new deal. The club are interested in it, which is obviously the news that we all want to hear. That is just amazing news for us. So I'm really happy that she wants to, hopefully she wants to stay. I think she's hinted at wanting to stay anyway. But I think it would be great if she stayed here for a few more years. I mean, Chloe Kelly is still very young. I think she's about 27. So she still has quite a few years with us, hopefully. And yeah, I think, for the Euro, she's really proven herself. And at Man City, it's a real shame she never got that time, that she deserved because, like I said, if she's on the bench in these games, you really miss her. She's an impact player. She's definitely really important. Can you see some of our big players leaving? I wouldn't be surprised. As I've said in videos, this would really hurt me because I love her, but I might not be surprised if maybe someone like a Beth Mead went, because I know a little while ago we did hear that rumour. and it was sort of a big shock for us. But I also think her, I do think in my mind, I do think if she went to United, she's near Viv, it would make a bit of sense. As much as it would pain me, it does make sense. It does. I would understand that. Because she's, she's near her family. I'm pretty sure her family live up north, so I think it would make sense. But I think it would be, yeah, it would be very difficult. I personally would find it quite difficult because I'm a big admirer of Beth Mead, and you look at what she did in that Champions League final. She's really proven herself on the biggest stage, and she's done that for so many years. I mean, the Euros, even before that, she's been such an important player for Arsenal for so many years. So I think for me, it would be a real blow for us if she did leave Arsenal. Who else do you think I could leave? I don't actually know who I think would leave. The only other player that I was going to say was Stina Bastonius, but I think that goal has really built a connection with the fans now with her, so I don't think she might go. It's a tough one, really. Um, didn't we sign me? Yeah, we signed her from Sunderland. She was honestly so amazed at Sunderland. I think that she obviously had a really good time there, and I think she kind of didn't want to leave because she loved what she's done now with Sunderland. But I think for her, it's definitely been that the right move for her in her career. To play for England as well, to win the Euros. She's been such an important player for England and Arsenal. And she deserves so much credit, so many awards. But yeah, she did come from Sunderland, and I think it's I think it's amazing the growth that she's made in women's football, and she's become a really big figure of, you know, when you look at women's football and how it's grown, you look at these players, and you do look at someone like a Beth Mead and how they've really grown it, like a Leah Williamson as well. So there's just so many players now as well that have really improved the game. Um, Obviously, as well, the women's Euros team will be announced tomorrow, so I'll probably do a pre-recorded video regarding that because I'm interested to see who goes. There's been a lot of stuff kicking off with the England team. I know there's Millie Bright isn't going, and honestly, I wish her well. I think she's had a crazy schedule, and I don't blame her for wanting a little bit of time, to just rest, be with her family. I think that makes total sense, to be honest with you. But yeah, she's going to be a big loss for the team. She really is. But yeah, so much going on obviously to Lionesses. But like I said, I'm going to continue to do these videos with the women's team. I think, yeah, I said I want to keep doing these. Obviously, it's just Chloe Kelly today that's being sort of rumoured that she's going to stay. I'm happy Arsenal, as I said before. I think we're doing the right thing to make sure this is the first bit of business we get done. Because I think this is what we've honestly got to do. We've got to bring in the right players. We've got to make our squad even better than it was this season. I think we've got a great squad. I just think we could do with a few little pieces added in. Obviously, I would want a second choice goalkeeper. I don't know if Manu's planning on staying at Arsenal, but I think she's really struggled this season. And I think it would be better to, bring someone in that could really help Dawn Blasar if she ever gets injured. Um, yeah, I think midfield could do with a little bit of cover. But I think we've got a very strong squad. We've got a very experienced squad, and I do think we can compete next season for titles. I think we have to compete with Chelsea next season. I think we've got to make it very difficult for them. I think we've got to just be at our best. So I hope we can do that and make it very, very difficult for them next season. It would be amazing if we could win that title. That's the one I'd love to win as well. The Champions League was probably the best, but I think with the league, it's so it's a very long process, and I think you have to be at your best all the time. So I think it would be great for us if we could, do our job and win something next season. But yeah, to be fair, winning the Champions League is so special, and I'm still so happy. I'm still not over it. I should say, big up to Cooper. Kelly signing is better than Sesko. Just saying, yeah, I don't think anything for me will be Chloe. I think that is just like a dream. I never really imagined her coming back to Arsenal. So for me, it's gonna be that is like an incredible signing for me. That would be a dream for me. I'd be over the moon with Chloe. Obviously, right now, I don't want to get too excited because we don't know what's going to happen, but obviously she's happy, so I feel like it would make sense to keep her at Arsenal. Um, she goes to an environment, she might not get the happiness back. She knows Arsenal, she knows the club well, she's familiar with the club, so in my mind, it would feel quite sensible to keep her here. Big up Reggie that says, like the content, got everyone. Thank you so much, Reggie. Please do like this video, guys. To those that are watching this tonight, I do really appreciate it. I know this one was a last minute one, but I wanted to pop on here tonight to chat about Chloe Kelly because obviously I think she's amazing and I'm really happy um, about this news. And yeah, I think it's going to be exciting to see how the future goes with with Renee with the process, and I'm really excited to see how we do develop as a team as well. So yeah, don't forget to drop a like on this, guys. Do subscribe here if you are new. I am going to round this up in about 5 minutes. I've been on here for half an hour already. I could chat all day, but I know this one is a sort of a later type of stream. But I do really appreciate everyone that is joined in tonight as well. Um, can we win the league next season? I'll start off by talking about the women's team. I definitely think the women's team can win it. I think we've got, there's no reason why we can't win it. I think that, we've got the squad, we've got a great manager in Rene, we've already won the Champions League. So I don't see why not. I think we should have all the confidence in the world to believe we can. I think she's an amazing manager, and I think, as I said, we've got some amazing players. And yeah, I definitely think we should have the faith. I think that these players seem in a really good place, and obviously, I'm expecting to see more rumours, more players to come in. But yeah, I think Man City. Obviously, we're gonna have to see if they get a big summer. The women's team, because they had a poor season, they had a lot of injuries. But Chelsea will always be at their best. They'll always be a very tough team to be up against. So yeah, we're gonna have to just see what happens. If this transfer would, if sorry, if this transfer window was good as last year, we could win the league. I mean, we had a great window last summer. Caldente obviously was. I love Caldente. She has been incredible, hasn't she? She really has changed this Arsenal team. I think she has been an incredible signing, of course. So I think, yeah, I definitely think that if we can just continue to have a summer like last summer, find some important players to bring in. I think as well we do have a lot of older players in that midfield, so I think it would be good to bring in some fresh young players as well. I will be interested to see what Cavaggi does about her future. Is she going to stay? Is she going to go on loan? Because I think she would like to win stuff at Arsenal. um, so yeah, we're going to have to just see what happens with some of these players. But I definitely feel as though we have a really bright future, coming. So yeah, big up Josh. If you could do one dream signing, oh, a good question. I don't think who would. Um, there's two players that I actually really love. I don't know if the sort of I don't know if it'd be classed as a dream, but I just think they would make Arsenal even better. Yeah, I love her. She is good. Let me just have a think before I answer because there's a lot of, a lot of players that I could pick. Um, well, there's two that I really admire. I really like Jess Park. I just think that she would make our midfield in our attack really exciting. And Man City, I think she's can score some cracking goals. I love Grace Clinton. I'm a big admirer of her. I would kill to have her at Arsenal. I think that, yeah, she's just so good at what she does. And yeah, I just think that she would really improve that midfield of ours. I mean, our midfield is pretty good right now, but I think it would definitely help to have someone like her at Arsenal. Oh, Bon Mati as well. Bon Mati is. I think when I hear the word dream, I'd probably think of Bon Mati, Kateas. That those two are definitely. I think Bon Mati. I definitely think Arsenal would be levels if we had her. She really would be. She is out of this world. She would be a really good signing for us. But I don't. I don't think that is ever going to happen. I don't really see us ever getting her. To be honest with you, I think it is a dream one. But I think those are three players that I would love. But yeah, Bon Mati would be the dream. I completely think that that's a good question. Thank you so much for that. Let me know your dream sign and who it would be, because that would be mine. I think that would definitely. Can you imagine us with Bon Mati? I think we would win everything. Like her and Caldente. Yeah, that would be a dream. That feels like a dream that probably wouldn't ever come true. But you never know in football. things can surprise you, things can happen that you probably don't expect it to happen. So I definitely think it's good to have hope and believe, because I never thought we'd have Russo, Caldente, and here we are now with them as they're amazing players. But Matty's English is improving a lot. You never know. Yeah, exactly. We never know what the future holds. I just see her be at Barcelona forever until she can retire. I think Barcelona's her club. But you know what, Caldente loved Barcelona. She left, for a new challenge. So we never know in football what can happen, what is around the corner. That's the beauty of it, that we so many amazing things can happen in football. I just really would love us to have a signing, like a big one. And I think we deserve. I think winning the Champions League, I think that will definitely attract players to want to come to Arsenal now. I think that's the amazing position that we're in, that players will want to come and join us, because we've just won the Champions League, and I think the whole journey for Champions League has been amazing to watch. I think we've done so many amazing things along the way. The football we've played, the resilience we've showed, the comebacks that we've done, I think everything about it has been amazing. So yeah, I definitely think the team have got a bright future, and I definitely think we won't have a problem bringing in new players in. I think it'll be amazing to see which players we can bring in the summer. I am going to round the show up now, guys. I have been on here for 35 minutes, but I know this one is a shorter type of video, but I'm going to be back all the time doing updates on the men and the women's team. So yeah, please do stay tuned for all that stuff that I have coming up. I do appreciate you guys watching my show tonight. There's been quite a lot of you, so pardon me, I do appreciate that. But yeah, thank you all so much for your comments as well. It's been great to see you guys in here tonight. Yeah, I hope you have enjoyed my show. Hopefully Chloe Kelly does sign it. Obviously, if Chloe Kelly does get announced at any point, I will be doing an announcement about that. But this is sort of just a chat about her potentially staying. So thank you all for watching, guys. I will leave you guys and hope you'll have a lovely evening, rest of your night. Please do like this video to those that are watching. Do subscribe here if you are new, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.